Hi guys, Miss Kathy here from Shaler North Hills Library, and we are doing the activity section of Magic Treehouse Tigers at Twilight. So hopefully you picked up one of the packets at the library where you printed out the activities ahead of time and you are ready to work through them together. Okay, first thing on the list was an endangered animal word scramble. So this is that one here. And let's see. Got a copy here. Had my pen. Okay, they did the first one for us, tiger. What do you think the next one is? Next one I think is the hardest one on the sheet. That was the one I had the hardest time with. Let's come back to that one. This one here I was able to get. Did you get this next one here? Begins with a J. I'll give you that clue. Did you figure it out? Jaguar. Say jaguar. Okay, this one, well, this one's kind of tricky too if you don't know the animal with those two O's in there. Have you ever heard of an ocelot? O-C-E-L-O-T. Ocelot. Okay, next one. I don't think that one's too tricky. Did you get that one? That's a leopard. L-E-O-P-A-R-D. Next one. It's not really hard. I just didn't think that they were on the endangered list, but there are certain species of them, I guess, that are. So the next one, T-T-O-E-R, is an otter. Certain types of otters are on the endangered list. Okay, the next one, N-D-A-A-P. What do you think? Starts with a P. Did you get panda? Panda. Okay, next one. Oh, it's got a Z in there. A gazelle. G-A-Z-E-L-L-E. The next one there, H-E-T. We got two H's and two E's. Sometimes these words look like, wow, do they really have that many letters in them? And then when you spell it out, it does. That one was cheetah. C-H-E-E-T-A-H. Next one with all those E's. Elephant, right? Certain species of elephants. E-L-E-P-H-A-N-T. Next one there, that one I think is pretty easy because they give you the first three letters in order. Gorilla. G-O-R-I-L-L-A. And the last one's only four letters. Certain species of wolf are in danger, but we still have to go back and get this one up here. Did you get this one? You guys might have thought this was really easy. I had trouble with this one. It begins with a P. It is a panther. P-A-N-T-H-E-R. So tiger, panther, jaguar, ocelot, leopard, otter, panda, gazelle, cheetah, elephant, gorilla, and wolf. If you did all of those, good job. There is also a word search. Paradise, endangered, gash, poacher. We learned about those in Tigers at Twilight. Poisonous, extinction, chatter, what monkeys often do. We say they're chattering to each other. Majestic, rhythm, hermit, someone who wants to live by themselves, and hazy. So I'm not going to do those ones because that's just a matter of trying to find them in there. I think you can, if you spend enough time on it, you can probably find them all in that shape of that tiger. But let's look at the crossword puzzle because you might not know all of those answers. A person who hunts illegally, number 1 across. That was actually one of the words on the word search. And that's a poacher. Going 1 across. P-O-A-C-H-E-R. Okay, the next one across is number 6. Movement with a regular beat. Movement with a regular beat. And that's like when you're beating a drum or playing an instrument. You say you've got good rhythm. Good rhythm. Rhythm is a tricky word to spell though. R-H-Y-T-H-M. Very strange word. So that's 6 across right there. Okay, number 7 across, coming to an end or dying out. This is that big long one running across the middle. It's not all the way gone. It is endangered. E-N-D-A-N-G-E-R-E-D. I think you can get all of these words on the word search, actually. A place of great beauty. This one's a little bit tricky too, because it's not how I would define the word, but they said it works with majestic. It was a majestic place, a place of great beauty. So that's M-A-J-E-S-T-I-C. Okay, so that should be all your across. Now going down, full of deadly toxin. That's a big long one too. If it has a lot of toxin in it, it is poisonous. P-O-I-S-O-N-O-U-S. Okay, number 2 down. A person living away from others. And 2 down begins with the H from poacher, and that is a hermit. Oh, you know what? I think we did something wrong. Coming to an end or dying out. That must be extinction. Endangered must be going the other way. To talk rapidly in a foolish way is 3 down. And yeah, that must be extinction. Sorry about that. I thought it was endangered because you're coming to an end, but you're not actually dying out yet. So number 7 across, we're going to change to extinction. We get to keep the N where it is and keep the E. E-X-T-I-N-C-T-I-O-N. Those of you watching who did it ahead of time were probably saying, no, Miss Kathy, that's wrong. Don't put endangered. But I waited to do it with you guys. And see, sometimes we make mistakes. So now we have hermit works, and going 3 down to talk rapidly is going to be chatter off of our word search page. So that's C, the H is already there from rhythm. A-T, now we have our second T, E-R, chatter. Number 4 down, threatened with extinction. So 4 down is a big long one, and that is where we're going to end up putting, let's see which word that's going to be. That must be endangered. 9 down. Great or large. You know what? I put majestic wrong too. 5 down. Threatened with extinction is going to be endangered. E-N-D-A-N-G-E-R-E-D. So it's not majestic, for a place of great beauty, that must be paradise. The word off of the word search, paradise. So we got the A can stay where it is. We're going to change the M to an R, or to a P, I mean. Paradise. And then we have the E for endangered. So, boy, Miss Kathy's not doing so good here, is she? Endangered's coming down. Number 4. Then great or large, over here, this empty spot is going to be majestic. Majestic. That's why I always say do crosswords in pencil. Today I did not, and look, I got into trouble. Great or large, majestic. A long, deep cut, like the claws of the tiger made in the trunk of the tree, is going to be a gash. And that works with the A we have in there from paradise. And the only one left is another 4-letter word, foggy or misty, and that's going to be hazy. And we have another A from paradise in that one, so it's Hazy. Well, did not do so good on that one. Hopefully you guys were using pencil, or you did it ahead of time and you got them all right. Not goofed up like Miss Kathy. Okay, so that was crossword puzzle, word search, and word scramble. There also was a tiger craft for you to make. So first of all, I colored mine on the paper, then I cut it out, and then I glued it together. If you want to make the legs actually move, you can use the little brass fasteners and stick them through. Now remember, one thing when you're gluing on the legs, you want to make it so that one leg in the back and one leg in the front is behind, because all 4 legs wouldn't be on one side of the body. If you look at your cat or your dog, if you have a pet, or just a picture in a book, you can also look at the sample picture on the opening page here. And they did use brass fasteners. I didn't bother to do that. They also use Google eyes, and you can do that. I just wanted to draw my own eyes. But that is one way of making it. But they don't always put the legs on the same side. You put one in the back and one in the front, because that's the way animals would have it, one on each side. This side and then the back side that we're not seeing. So you can make it so that you have a tiger to walk around. If you want to print out more of those sheets, you can have a mommy and daddy tiger. You can even print out a sheet a little bit smaller scale, reduce the copy, and have a baby tiger or a couple of them to play around with. They make very nice tigers. Okay, but I colored mine on the paper first before trying to cut it out, because it's hard to color on all those tiny little pieces. So that's why I thought it'd be easier to do that, then cut it out, and then of course glue it together. So hopefully you guys are able to make some cool tigers out there. Okay, we also had a map that showed endangered animals, and we had to locate where they were. So by drawing lines, we're going to take, I'm going to do this one in pencil even though I'm sure where these places are. I don't know what all the animals are, but we can point to the pictures. This is obviously a hippopotamus, right? And it says Africa. So where is Africa on this map? Africa is this big mass of land there. It's a continent. So we're going to draw a line from the hippopotamus down to Africa. And I guess they're found throughout Africa. There's not a certain place. We have a certain type of bear here. Doesn't label what the animals are, so I'm not sure which type, but it says it's found in Asia. Asia is another one of our continents, and it is this huge one over here. It's our biggest continent. We're going to draw a line over to Asia. We got some sort of monkey down here from South America. That is another continent, and it's right next to it, actually, that one. So So we're going to draw a line from this monkey up into South America. The cheetah, looks like a cheetah, is Eastern Russia. So Russia is over in Asia. That is not a continent itself, that is a country. And the eastern part of Russia, this on the map, this is going to be the eastern part of a country, and this is the west. It spreads over this whole landmass there. So we're going to draw a line from that animal all the way over towards the eastern part. And we have another, the Siberian tiger is also found in eastern Russia, so we can draw a line to that same area. This baboon, or some other animal similar to a baboon. Monkeys are the ones that have a tail, I'm pretty sure. Or is it chimpanzees have a tail? I'm not sure. That's a good thing to look up. But this looks like a baboon or a gibbon. Asian islands. So that means all these islands that are out around here, around Asia, they're made up of many different countries and they all have names. But this animal must be found on more than one of them. So we're going to draw a line down to this area. This one here on this map got cut off the way I copied it. That looks like, maybe this is the cheetah, and that was the leopard. So this looks like a cheetah found in Africa, it says. Go back over to this big one there. Central Africa for the elephants, not all parts of Africa. So we'll draw that up to about the middle area of that continent. And then this gorilla or ape, whatever sort of ape he may be, is also Africa. That's right above him. We can go like that. South America, the west coast, we think of Antarctica when we think of penguins, but that's not true. South America, west coast. So South America was the same as this creature over there. I'm going to draw a line to the west coast. That means we have to keep going to the other side of this continent. This would be the west, and this would be the east, just like this was the Eastern Asia, and this would be the western. It was Eastern Russia and Western Russia. And the last one is South America, west coast. Nope, sorry. That was the penguin. The last one over here, oh my, mine is cut off. Rhinoceros, south, well, I know they're in Africa. Don't think there's any rhinos in South America, and it says something about south, so we're going to take him to the south of Africa. Northern part of a country is going up on the map, and the southern part is coming down. So many areas of the world have animals that are endangered, and I'm sure we have some here in our country too. This map just didn't show all of them. And the last thing on our list was take the Rainforest Impact Quiz. So let's see how well you do on these questions. True or false? Cutting down the rainforest changes wind patterns around the world, around the whole world, by cutting down the trees in one rainforest. True or false, do you think? That one is actually true, because it has such a big impact on our planet. Cutting down the rainforest changes rainfall patterns around the world. That's also true, because there is so much that the trees do with absorbing moisture and releasing oxygen into the air. And there's the oxygen and moisture help make the clouds, and the clouds are what make the rain around the world. So things that are happening on the other side of our planet still affect us over here. And that's why we have to be so careful and not waste any natural resources or destroy them without a good reason. The rainforests are the lungs of the planet. They recycle carbon dioxide into oxygen. And that is definitely true. That's what plants do. They take in, there's two different types of gases. We take in oxygen and we breathe out the carbon dioxide from the air that we don't need. Well, the plants are so wonderful because they take in what we don't need and give us back out what we do. So that's why I never like to cut down a tree unless you absolutely have to, because they are so good for not just the planet, for our health too, and every living thing. If the rainforests are completely gone, it won't affect us, and this page is from someone who lives in the United Kingdom. It won't affect us here in the UK, it says, because those rainforests are far away. So we could substitute, it won't affect us here in the US. If rainforests are cut down, well, no, we're seeing that's false. We're seeing that it will definitely affect not only the wind patterns around the world and the rainfall, it also affects the oxygen and carbon dioxide ratio. Number 5, across the world, 20 football pitches of rainforest are cut down every minute. So they're talking about a pitch being a term they use in England, talking about a soccer field, because they call what we call soccer, they call football. So across the world, 20 soccer fields of rainforest are cut down every minute. Across the world, that is actually false, but not because it's too much. Across the world, an area the size of 90 football pitches are cut down every minute. Can you imagine that? It's huge. At current rates of deforestation, the world's rainforests will be gone in 40 years. And again, that's false, but not because it's going to be a lot longer than that, because it's actually less than that. It is estimated that the rainforests could be gone by 2030. That's only 10 years from now. 10 years away to not have any rainforest. We've got to start treating our planet better. Rainforests are found on every continent. What do you think about that one, true or false? That's actually false. They are found in every continent that is inhabited by many types of people and animals. The only one they're not found on is Antarctica, because it's just too cold. So they're found on the other 6 continents, though. Rainforests cover over 50% of the Earth's surface. And that is definitely false. They cover less than 2%, because most of the Earth's surface is covered by oceans, but less than 2%. And that's why cutting them down is so serious. The Amazon rainforest contains 1/5 of the world's fresh water in its rivers. Has such a long river running through it, the Amazon, and then the tributaries that come off of it and the other rivers. That is true. Remember, the ocean's waters aren't fresh. Most of the rest is in the ice caps and glaciers, with a little in the large lakes. But it contains 1/5 of the world's fresh water in one rainforest area. Pretty big. Number 10, there used to be 15 million kilometers of rainforest around the world. 15 million kilometers squared of rainforest around the world. We don't use kilometers here in the United States. Again, this paper must have come from England, and it's how they measure things. We would say miles in our way of measuring things. So then it wouldn't be 15 million anymore. But the idea is the same. That is true. There used to be that many. And then it says now there is just 10 million kilometers squared of rainforest around the world. And again, that's one of those ones that's false, because there's even less than 10. Now there are only 6 million kilometers squared of rainforest around the world. Over half has been cut down. Over half of the rainforest. If we are only at 6 now, and there was only 15 to start with. So very sad truth about our planet and the way we are treating it. We don't want to ever waste natural resources. So that also means don't use more paper than you need. Don't use more paper towels or napkins or Kleenex, anything, any product at all that we get from trees. Even though they're not coming necessarily from a rainforest tree, we don't always know where things are coming from. And we certainly don't want to waste things and make animals disappear forever. Remember, that's extinction. Endangered is when they are in danger of being gone forever. What was the definition in our crossword puzzle? Said extinction is coming to an end, hardly any left and dying out, gone forever. And 4 down was endangered, threatened with extinction. That if things keep up as they are, they will be extinct. So those were our extra activities for tigers at Twilight. So stay tuned. Hopefully you enjoyed doing some of those things on your own or together. Stay tuned for the next Magic Treehouse book. And we will see you soon. Thanks for watching. This has been Miss Kathy. Bye.